Fighting for a Baseball Dream, graded by Juan José Hernández Díaz and Sofía López.
Once upon a time, there was a child called Paul. He was a very nice boy. He was a good student and he was so smart. He had a brother called Edward who wanted to be a professional baseball player. Paul admired him a lot, but Edward was disobedient and preferred to play baseball and not to study. This generates a lot of conflict with his parents.
Paul always looked Edward in his matches and training, in which he was always the best, and with the time he started to be interested in the dream of his brother. Sometimes Paul helps Edward with his homeworks because Paul wanted Edward to be the best, and for that he has to be considered.
Edward was the best of the team, but one day on training, there was one of the hardest training from the season because sponsors from different universities would be going to the school in a few days. But this day, Edward fractured his shoulder while he was running to the base. At this moment, Edward felt that his dream was over.
All the team was scared, and Paul started to cry. Paul ran as fast as he could to help his brother, but the trainer didn't let him touch Edward. The trainer called an ambulance to take him to the hospital. After he left, all the team and the family went to the hospital.
While Edward was waiting for the results, Paul took his hand and said to Edward that everything would be fine and that he could play again soon. But when the doctor arrived, he said to Edward and his family that he is never going to play baseball again.
When they arrived at their house, Edward was very sad and he doesn't want to talk with anyone. 1 hour later, Paul entered Edward's room and promised Edward that he was going to achieve his dream and make this come true.
Paul started to train hard. He tried to maintain excellent grades at school, but some players said to him that he never was going to be like his brother, that he was only a nerd, and that was better to give up.
Paul ignored those comments and focused on his goals. While he was a very good student, and 1 year later, he became the best of the baseball team. The trainer named Paul as captain of the team.
Through his effort and dedication, he could make his dream come true when an important coach of the MLB called Paul and proposed him to be part of the MLB. Paul accepted the proposal and told the big news to Edward, and he felt that also